Work 9 to 5 for 40 years. Cut your latte. Save 10%. Put some into your retirement account. Invest in an index fund. And after 40 years, you'll be a millionaire sitting in your wheelchair. Who says that? Almost all financial gurus. But here's the question. Are they wealthy because of what they teach or because of what they sell? They teach us the slow lane to wealth, while they get rich in the fast lane. In my mid-20s, I was lucky enough to stumble upon a book that completely changed how I see money, wealth, and life. That book is The Millionaire Fast Lane by M.J. DeMarco. Today, I'm going to give you a detailed summary of this game-changing book. So, if you want to get rich young and not wait until you're old, this video is for you. Part 1. The Race to Riches. Pharaoh commands his 18-year-old twin nephews Azur and Chuma to build 2 pyramids. The prize? Whoever finishes first gets to be the king, live in luxury, and never work again. But there's a catch. They have to build the pyramid alone. Chuma and Azur both know their daunting task will take years to complete. So Azur starts right away. He drags large, heavy stones, one by one, to make the base. After a year, the foundation of his pyramid takes shape. Chuma hasn't moved a single stone during this time. So Azur visits Chuma and finds him in his barn, working on a strange machine. Azur yells, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be building a pyramid." Chuma cracks a smile and says, "I am building a pyramid. Leave me alone." The truth is, he hasn't even started laying stones. Another year passes. As Azur wants to proceed with the second level of the pyramid, he struggles. Moving stones to the upper levels requires great strength. So he seeks help from Bennu, Egypt's strongest man, to train him to build bigger and stronger muscles. Despite the training, Azur's pyramid construction is still slow. However, he still surpasses Chuma, as Chuma hasn't even placed one stone yet. With all the strength training, Azur estimates that his pyramid will be completed in another 30 years. After 3 years, one day Chuma shows up with a strange machine with ropes, wheels, and levers that move stones quickly. While Azur took 1 year to build his pyramid foundation, Chuma's machine took 1 week. The second level Azur struggled with is even more surprising. Chuma's machine does the work 30 times faster. What took Azur 2 months, Chuma's machine does in 2 days. Now, for 3 years that Chuma hasn't started working on the pyramid, his machine took 40 days to reach the same point as Azur. Finally, in 8 years, Chuma finishes his pyramid, 3 years to build the system, and 5 years to build the pyramid. Pharaoh is pleased and rewards Chuma with kingship and great riches. Chuma never has to work another day in his life. Azur, however, refuses to change. He keeps lifting stones, trying to get stronger and working harder. 2 levels from finishing the pyramid, Azur has a heart attack and dies. So did you learn anything from this story? Azur represents the slow lane to wealth. It's not guaranteed that you will reach it, as Azur has a heart attack while he's working on the pyramid. On the other hand, Chuma represents the fast lane road to wealth. Now, I don't claim the fast lane is easy. It's still hard work. Just like Chuma, he took 3 years to build his system and 5 years to work on the pyramid, totaling 8 years. The fast lane, though its name is fast, still takes years of hard work. However, it's not as long as 40 years of hard, boring work. The truth is, when it comes to building wealth, there are 3 roads you can take. Most people get stuck on the slowest one, but there's a faster way. I will explain this in the next lesson. Part 2. The 3 financial roadmaps to wealth. Number 1, the sidewalk. The sidewalk is about living for the moment with no financial planning for the future. The sidewalk can involve everyone, the poor, the middle class, even the rich. Earn $2,000 a month? spend $3,000. Earn $50,000, spend $60,000. Even someone making $200,000 a month can still be on the sidewalk. People on the sidewalk spend more than they make. They focus on instant gratification, spending all their money right away on toys like gadgets, trendy items, new cars, or vacations, living the Instagram life. Their wealth equation is income plus debt. Living this way is risky. One small mistake, like losing a job or an emergency, can cause everything to fall apart. Number 2, the slow lane. While the sidewalk is driven by instant gratification with no future financial plan, the slow lane is the opposite. The slow lane sacrifices today for a more comfortable tomorrow. Their game plan? Go to college, get good grades, graduate, get a good job, save 10% of your paycheck, invest in low-cost index funds, keep a frugal budget, and then, when you are 65 years old, you will be rich. This advice often comes from trusted sources, teachers, media personalities, financial advisors, and even our parents. Apart from that, in the slow lane, to earn more, people work more hours, switch jobs, or go back to school. But here's the thing. A tricycle that has a top speed of 3 miles an hour will always have a top speed of 3 miles an hour, no matter how hard you pedal. If you travel across the country at 3 miles an hour, you'll need 40 years. Wealth is meant to be enjoyed when you're young and healthy, not after 40 years of hard labor. Number 3, the fast lane. Before I get into the details, here are some fast lane stories pulled from the headlines. The founder who creates a natural deodorant and sells the business for $100 million to Procter & Gamble after 4 years. The guy who builds a smartphone application and sells it 50,000 times. The YouTuber with thousands of subscribers who monetizes it into a subscription service or product offering. All right? Don't let these headlines scare you. The fast lane is about providing value to a lot of people. You need to be an entrepreneur and an innovator. Create something and offer value to the world. First, you need to switch your mind from consumer to producer. Instead of buying products on TV, sell products. Instead of digging for gold, sell shovels. Instead of watching YouTube videos, create videos. You need to be an entrepreneur and an innovator. You need to give birth to a business and offer value to the world. A fast lane business helps you get rich faster because it lets you make money without working all the time. Once you set it up, it still works for you, even when you're not doing anything. Think about this book, The Millionaire Fast Lane. The author wrote it once, but it keeps making money year after year. He doesn't need to keep writing every day to earn money from it. He finished this book in 2010, and years later it still sells consistently. But that doesn't mean once you set it up, you can go and relax. Think of Chuma. After building the machine for 3 years, he still needed to work hard for 5 years to finish the pyramid. All right, to recap, there are 3 roads to wealth. The sidewalk has no financial planning for the future. They spend more than they make. The slow lane sacrifices today for a more comfortable tomorrow. And finally, the fast lane. If you want to get rich young, you have to choose the fast lane. The fast lane is all about becoming a producer rather than a consumer. Ask anyone who has moved from the slow lane to the fast lane, and they'll tell you this. The hardest part wasn't the work or learning new skills. It was shifting your mindset. But once you do, everything changes. In the next lesson, I'll share short but powerful tips to help you make that shift. Part 3, 20 important fast lane lessons. Number 1, someone is already doing it. You've got a great idea, but someone is already doing it. So what? Do it better. Do it differently. Years ago, when there were already a lot of search engines like Yahoo and Internet Explorer, it didn't stop Google's founders from creating another one. They still did it. Much better. The Google founders are now billionaires. Deodorant has been around for years, but that didn't stop Moiz Ali from founding Native, a personal care startup. After 2.5 years of launching, he sold it to Procter & Gamble for $100 million. Number 2, the choice of perception. When the author was a teenager, he saw a Lamborghini and he said to himself, "Someday I'm going to own one of those." Years later, after getting his own Lamborghini, a teenager saw his car, snapped a picture, and said, "I gotta get as many pictures as possible, because I'll never be able to afford one of these." You see a problem there? This young man decided to believe he would never own a Lamborghini. If you believe you can't, you will act according to that belief. Turn that negative language in your mind, like, "I never," "I can't," "if only," into positive ones like these. It's possible. I'll overcome. I will. I can. Is it possible to earn $1 million in 1 month? Yes, it is. Just ask the guy who does it. Believe that you can be financially free if you put in the work. Your past never equals your future unless you allow it. Number 3, big hit. Big hits are things like getting lucky with cryptocurrency or winning the lottery. It's fast wealth, but they skip the journey and the hard lessons that come with it. People who chase big hits think wealth is just an event that happens overnight. They don't want to spend 3 years of hard work. You might be familiar with ads like, "Join my program for $1,997 and learn how to make millions working just 40 minutes a day like me. But you must hurry. Only 100 spots are available." This guru targets people who want shortcuts and a quick way to make money without putting in the real work. These tricks keep sidewalkers stuck with the crowd, scrolling on their phones at 2 a.m., believing they're just one click away from making millions because some YouTube guy with 500,000 followers says so. The truth is, wealth comes from a process. And that process is not as easy as following a 1-2-3 system. Number 4, beliefs and actions. Self-made millionaires don't get rich by luck. Similarly, people who struggle financially don't end up that way by accident. Both groups follow a financial path, like the sidewalk, slow lane, or fast lane, and their beliefs shape the actions that lead to their current situation. For example, if you believe buying a new Mercedes financed over 72 months will bring you respect and happiness because an ad says so, you might do it that way. If you think investing in an index fund makes people rich, you'll invest in one. Your belief system is like a compass. If it's wrong, it can lead you down the wrong path. So if you want to change your financial situation, start by changing your roadmap, because that will affect your beliefs and actions.